Yes, come on, shorty, let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's me again, Sacha, and with my hubby, Buggy. So, this is the part 3 of our video, guys, about our love story. So, our part 2 was indeed up about looking to get married here in Costa Rica.
We decided to get married in Costa Rica.
So now we started about what we will talk about now.
So now was the part where I needed to ask Mama and Papa for permission.
Yeah, for asking
For
their daughter.
For their daughter's hand in marriage. And so one day, February 26th, I messaged Mama in the morning. I said, do you and Uncle have time for me to video chat with you? And she said, yeah, no problem. I'm going to go to church, because it was Saturday in the US, Sunday in the Philippines. She said, I'm going to go to church. I'll call you when I get home from church.
So that time, guys, I don't know.
She has no clue.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. And so Mama said, yeah, I'll message you when I'm out of church and we can call. And I said, okay.
They're best friend with Mama, guys. They always do chatting. Yeah, they're best friend with Mama.
Mama's my bestie. I love her so much. Love you, Mama.
Hi, Mama. Love you. Then?
So Mama called me, and that's when I met Mama. I talked to Mama. I met Julianne.
Yeah,
and,
my friend.
Yep. And I asked Mama. I told her my plans. I said, Mama, I love your daughter. I can't imagine living my life without her. I want to ask you and Papa or Uncle at the time's permission to marry your daughter. And Mama smiled at me. I'll never forget this. Mama smiled at me, and she said, "For me, it's no problem." And she said, "Hallelujah, hallelujah." And she kept saying hallelujah. And then she said, I trust you. You'll take good care of my daughter. And I said, of course, it's my privilege. It's my honor. And I said, it's important to me. My family is excited to welcome her to my family. And I said, for me, it's a privilege to join your family. I said, your family's been wonderful to me. I said, I love every one of you. And I said, it's an honor for me to be part of the Albuna family. And Mama said, no problem. And so then Uncle came over, and Mama.
He will never forget what Papa responds.
It makes me laugh every time. I still laugh about it.
Yeah, we always talk about it, and he never forget what Papa responds.
And so Mama told Papa, and Kuya helped as well. Kuya, her parents speak very good English. They understand English very well, and we had no problem communicating. They understood me, and I understand them. And Kuya helped explain to Papa as well, and he said, Papa looked at me, and he said, no problem.
And then
he smiled.
We smiled at no more eyes.
and Kuya looked at me and he said, permission granted. And so I told Mama and Papa about how we had a secret photo shoot. And so
he told everything what his plan.
My whole plan. So my plan was, my best friend Seth was going to fly to Costa Rica with me on the same day. But he was going to stay in San Jose, and we were going to be in Jaco.
But he was lying to me. He said that his best friend is, while he's in Costa Rica, he flew here in Costa Rica. His best friend also flew to which state that his parents live?
Idaho.
Idaho. Seth is flew also there because maybe he's not used to stay in their house alone.
Yeah.
So Seth is with his family.
So I told her, yeah, Seth. She asked me, well, why doesn't Seth try to come? He's your best friend. You guys have been best friends for 12 years since college. Why don't you have him come? And I said, he wants to come, but
short notice.
Yeah, he can't get the time off work. He can only get enough time off work to visit his family. So in reality, I told Mama and Papa and Marilyn and Kuya, I said, the real truth is he's flying there and he's going to help me coordinate this proposal.
Yeah. We will post also, guys, our
proposal video and the photos.
Yes.
So in reality, I had already contacted a photographer, and his name is Jonathan. He's a really great guy, and Rafa as well, Rafael. They helped me pick a spot to take my wife to propose, and so we decided to propose in Playa Mantas, the north end in Punta Leona. We were going to do a sunset proposal. So my best friend Seth had contacted a florist and got a nice bouquet of white and red roses.
All the details, guys, all what's happening of the proposal, you can watch it in the video.
So he was going to fly out there before and help me prepare everything, because I couldn't do it myself and keep it a secret from her. That was the biggest thing. So I told Mama and Papa, I said, okay, what's going to happen is at about 5 p.m. on March 17th in Costa Rica, we're going to go to the beach, and she has no clue that I'm going to propose.
Yeah, you know, guys, I want to share with you what's my feeling that time. So I woke up. Oh, our clothes of our proposal is the same
That
what we
we're
wear
wearing.
now.
Yeah.
So the time is usually when we go out, he already finished first preparing. But that time, that day, March 17th, I'm the one who.
We'll tell this story in a minute. We'll get to the day.
Yeah, I cannot wait to tell them what's happening.
But you have to travel here first.
Okay, guys. So we need to tell about.
So let me finish telling what I told Mama and Papa. So I told them, here's the day it's going to happen. I said in the Philippines, it'll be around maybe 6, 7, 8 a.m. in that range.
2 p.m. in the Philippines.
A.m. because it's 15 hours, not 24. So 5 p.m. in Costa Rica. So
The one, the proposal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I told Mama, I said, and I told Ate King Kuyev the same thing when I had a video call with them. I said, Kuyev and Ate King already know. I said, what I'm going to do is when we get close, I'll pull out my phone and I'll call her family's group chat. They have a group chat, and
He already added the group.
yeah. So I will video call, and you can all watch it happen. And Mama said, okay. She was excited. I was excited. And Mama said she'll keep a secret.
Yeah.
And the whole time, she was telling me, oh, Mama won't keep a secret. Mama is not good at keeping secrets. And I said, stop. Mama kept her secret the whole time.
What's happening, guys, after the talk with Bobby, I called my family that time immediately. After they talking, when I know that they are done talking, I call my family and then I ask, oh, Papa, what happening? What you're talking all about?
What did we talk about?
Yeah. So Papa answered me, secret.
And they kept the secret. It was awesome.
That's the answer of Papa's secret. And then when I asked my mama, and then my mama said, no, we just only getting to know each other, blah blah blah. That's it only. And then I said, no, Papa said you have a secret. And then said, oh, Papa just make a joke with you. So no secret, guys. It's just a joke. Mama said. So that's what's happening. That's what they always ask me. So next,
this was maybe about 2.5 weeks before our trip. So you started making your final preparations to leave Hong Kong and boxing your things up and
so hard.
getting ready to depart.
Yes.
And so the date that we arrive on is March 13th, which is a Sunday, a rest day in Hong Kong. And that day you took your PCR test.
Yeah, March 13 is I took my PCR test. So for those who are asking, oh, where did you take the PCR test? So took it in Yulong, which is you need to book online.
Make an appointment.
Make an appointment online, and then it must be 48 hours before.
Yeah. Yep. You
So-
can't take the test any sooner than 48 hours.
Yes.
Before your
So
flight's
what I did is my flight was
March 14th.
March 14 at 7 p.m. So I took my PCR test March 13 at 8 a.m. because the PCR test there opened at 8 a.m. So
We wanted to make sure that she would get her results in time.
But actually, guys, you can get the result on time because you are the prioritize you, the one who travel out in Hong Kong. You need to pay only just $240 Hong Kong dollar, and they will ask you. They can send you through your email the result, and then you can print it out if you have a printer at home. But you can also go back there and get the result just for free only to get the result, guys.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. So I get my result, and
The big day comes for her. So
super
keep in mind
excited.
there's a 15-hour time difference. So
Yes.
when she left at 7 p.m., it was the morning of March 13th in the U.S. So she left technically a day before me.
yes.
and tell your experience, honey. What happened? How did it go?
So what's happening is flying here in Costa Rica. Yes, of course you need your itinerary, your plane ticket, and Bobby bought it for me. So all you need to do is you need to comply all the requirements. The airline requirements is need the health pass here in Costa Rica, which is my layover, guys. I have a layover in Qatar and Madrid, but Qatar is no need the health pass. But Madrid need the health pass. So 48 hours also you need to just fill out only. They have a link for the health pass and just fill it out everything and you can get the health pass, guys. So that's so easy only, guys. If you're from Hong Kong and you're planning to go here in Costa Rica, very easy. Unlike when you are from Philippines and then going to Costa Rica, the immigration in Philippines is super strict. While here in Hong Kong, all you need to do to show up the requirements that they ask you in immigration is just your Hong Kong ID and passport. So that's it only, guys. So and to chicken, guys, all I need is just bring all my papers, which is my papers is the plane ticket back and forth. It really needs, guys, the back and forth. We will ask you that. So back and forth, itinerary for the accommodation here, really needs my negative PCR test result, my health pass, both Madrid and here in Costa Rica. Of course, my passport. And then I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Only all you need. That's only 5 things, guys. And then you can travel here. They didn't ask me how much money I have. They didn't ask. So they didn't. Well, the question only to when you chicken is just what you will do here in Costa Rica. Of course, I just tell them for tourism. And then what else? And then to get married.
Yeah. So she had left March 13th in the U.S., March 14th in Hong Kong, and of course my flight was at 11 p.m. March 14th in the U.S. Now I will mention that once we decided to get married, I had begun wedding planning like crazy. I found
this super short time only, guys. He's the one who prepared everything. So he prepared it short time. I really appreciate it.
It was a lot of long nights, and you know, I've got to say we were very blessed. You know, that we had the means to do this, number one, but number two, that we met some people that were awesome to us.
Yes,
very good people. So our officiant, his name is Marcelo Buggy, and he's a great guy.
So that's all. If you're planning to marry here in Costa Rica, all you need to do is find an officiant.
Yeah, essentially all you need is there's a list of requirements that we can send. We can put a link in the description below. But basically, you just need a passport, and you provide some of your own information: name, date of birth, your parents' names and addresses, and
simple only.
That's it. The marriage is recognized in the United States, Canada, and in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And so I had talked to Marcelo, and Marcelo was the one that helped me pick a date, which was March 19th, the Saturday. And
the place also.
Yeah, and he helped me find the place. Originally, we were going to get married in Manuel Antonio. At the first time is we're talking where we get married. He keep asking me what is my dream wedding, and then I said it's just simple wedding. That's all I need as long as I'm with you. Yeah. So I said, well, Ate King already married and beach wedding. Well, I love also garden wedding, which is I can wear heels because in the beach I cannot wear heels. And he is so tall, guys. He has 6'3". 6'3".
Yeah, 6'3", and then me is just 5 foot. So he is so tall, so I need to wear heels so that I will not look like a dwarf.
Oh my gosh.
So I decided I choose to get married in garden wedding so that I can wear heels. But I said, oh, maybe it's of course the
venue fee.
The venue
so
fee.
My wife is so thrifty. I had no problem paying the venue fee. I said, okay, no problem. And she said, no. We can get married for free on the beach.
Yeah.
That's where I want to get thrifty.
So we can get married for free on the beach. Why we need to choose the one have free? So
I said,
I choose the beach.
I said, okay, happy wife, happy life. Okay, no problem. So I told Marcelo, I said, Marcelo, we want to get married. And he said, okay, I know the perfect beach at sunset. He said, we'll go to Playa Mantas. He said, we'll go by the rock and we'll get married there. And I said, no problem. So Marcelo is a judge and an attorney here, and he's also a notary public. So he has the authority to marry us here, and he's been doing weddings here in Costa Rica since 1998. He's done over 3,000 weddings. Yeah. So he had a lot of experience, and he was very, very friendly. He's a Christian. He's a great guy. and he even married the singer Pink and her husband Carrie Hart here in Costa Rica in 2006. For those of you that don't know, Pink is a very famous singer in the U.S. She's a Grammy Award-winning singer. And so Marcelo said, hey, let's get married here at 5 p.m. and March 19th. And I said, okay. So I paid him, reserved his time, and he recommended a photographer to me, John Williamson. John, also a great guy. He's an American guy that's been here in Costa Rica for 20 years. He's from Virginia. He also made our wedding video and our wedding photos. Did a great job. Super, super nice guy. Wonderful guy. And he put me in touch with the florist that we use. Her name is Isabel. She owns a floral shop and works for a hotel here in Costa Rica. And she did all of our flowers. I asked my wife, I said, honey, which flowers do you want?
Yes.
I sent the inspiration.
So what I did, he asking me if what flower that I want. So what I did is I Google it and then, oh honey, I want this one. I sent it to him and then he sent it to Isa.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Isa did a very good job.
Wonderful. Yeah.
He did everything.
Yeah, she went out of her way to help us at our wedding, which we'll discuss in more detail later.
Yes.
We had some requirements for sand and foot washing, so
it depends with you guys. If you want, you can add or what you want for your wedding ceremony.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Marcelo will ask you. So
So Marcelo wrote a custom speech for us,
yes.
and we made a few changes, so he wrote it 3 times.
So you can see also our video. We can post it in Sonar.
Yeah.
When it's done.
Yep.
So
yep, we'll post it here.
Yeah. So our wedding is we want it to have a sun ceremony and
Foot washing.
foot washing. So
Yeah.
it depends with you guys if what you want, what ceremony you want for your
Yeah.
wedding.
Yep. And so Marcelo, Isa, and John, thank you all, every one of you guys.
Thank you guys.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Yes.
Planning a wedding from countries and country miles and miles away.
And in a short notice only.
It was awesome. So we couldn't have done it without you, and so very, very grateful for them. So the wedding planning was finished, and
yes. So guys, for those who are planning to get married here and you have any question and you want to contact our official or our photographer, you can comment it below and then we can contact you.
we can send you a message with their phone numbers through WhatsApp.
Their contacts.
Yep, and they're awesome.
Yes.
So my wife had already left Hong Kong. She was in the air traveling from Hong Kong to.
So that's it, guys. When the requirements only in immigration in Hong Kong is just your Hong Kong ID and your passport, and then you can fly.
So she was already traveling, and I'd been talking with Mama that day, and
We always keep talking with Mama a lot of secrets.
I love Mama. I love you, Mama. She keeps the best secrets. She's wonderful, and so I told Mama that I would keep her updated with your progress because my wife didn't always have a great signal.
Yeah, cannot connect to the Wi-Fi.
And so I told
I can
Mama.
connect only Wi-Fi when I arrive in my layover.
Yep.
So while in the plane, cannot use. You need to upgrade. Blah blah blah. So many. So I did it.
So I told Mama that I would keep her up to date with the progress. And so then it was my turn to pack. I took the day off work on March 14th, which is also when I left. I was leaving at 11 p.m. So my little brother was the one that was going to give me a ride to the airport. So I packed my bags.
Walker. Thank you, Walker.
Yep. Shout out to my brother Walker.
Yeah. I hope you will go here.
Yeah. Same. So he gave me a ride to the airport, and it was my turn to depart. So mine was very simple. The U.S. no visa required here in Costa Rica. Basically, you get a visa as soon as you arrive.
No visa.
Same thing, yeah. So same thing for the Philippines, and that's why we decided to meet here. It's very friendly
Very
for
easy. No visa needed, guys.
both countries. And so I didn't need to take a COVID test.
Because it's fully vaccinated.
Yeah, I won't get political here, but I had to get it for work reasons. And that's all I'll say about that. But my itinerary was through Charlotte, North Carolina, and then to Miami, and then to San Jose, Costa Rica. And I was due to arrive about 4 or 5 hours before my wedding.
To us, 45 hours early.
Earlier than you.
Yeah, but suddenly he takes time in immigration.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. So my wife is traveling, and she gets to Qatar and in Madrid, and my flight time, because I live in the U.S., is a lot less than it is.
So you know what, guys? It's my first time traveling, long travel. So I get paranoid of the time because my phone is not quickly updating the time. Then I always keep saying, honey, the gate of in Madrid gate, guys, is they just put only S, and then the S gate is so many. I think more than 40 S. And then they didn't put here what S what gate that I need to go. They put only S, and then I keep asking. And then there's a time that I asked, he don't understand English. They speak only Spanish, and I don't know Spanish. And then I meet some Pinoy there, and then they don't know also. So what I did, honey, my time is almost.
And so I luckily I was in the flight, but I could connect to the Wi-Fi because I have a lot of status with the airlines. I'm a frequent traveler, and so I explained to her. Well, remember, there's a time difference from Qatar to Madrid. It's about 8 hours.
We still have 3 hours.
And I said, turn on the internet on your phone and update the time. You'll see what time it is in Madrid right now.
Well, I turn on the internet, but the phone that I'm using, always looking the time, is not really updated. But the other phone is updated.
I sent her a screenshot and I said, look, update your time. I said, you still have 3 hours before you depart. And I said, there's nobody at the gate yet.
Yeah, I get paranoid. Nobody at the gate, and then my time is almost. I get late.
Yeah.
So I'm just struggling in Madrid.
Yeah.
In Qatar, it's okay. In Madrid, I'm struggling because my layover there is how long?
About 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours.
46, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
So I have a long layover there. I was paranoid of the time because my phone didn't update it quickly. So that's it. That's my experience of my travel, guys. But it's fun and I love it because I remember my short travel only from Davao to Manila. I feel dizzy. I'm vomiting. But here, you know what, guys? I expect that I feel the same like that before when I was traveling from Davao to Manila. But oh, thank God, God really answered prayer. I got negative test result, PCR test result, and then my travel was so good. Even I'm not vaccinated, guys, but I always went out in Hong Kong. When I was in Hong Kong, I always went out because I need to buy things to send in the Philippines. I need to prepare everything, and then thank God I didn't positive with the virus.
God was answered our prayers.
And then my boss that time, it doesn't matter. They didn't. Oh, don't go out. Don't go out. You need to take a. They didn't tell me to take an antigen test. They doesn't care. They believe me. So yeah, I always go out, but thank God that's happening. My flight, guys, super nice. And when I arrive in Costa Rica, also I just take minutes only in immigration. Super duper quick, guys.
When I arrived at about 11 a.m., 10:30 a.m. I had to wait in the line for immigration for over 3 hours.
Yeah, because a lot of airlines arrived at
a lot of flights arrived at the same time.
Yes.
And the San Jose airport is small. It's a very small airport, and so we had several flights arrive, maybe 5 or 6, and so there were hundreds of people, and I had to wait in line for over 3 hours.
I think my flight, honey, is we have arrived also. Maybe we have 2 flights, but our flight is the first one, so that's why first line there.
And she arrived at about 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And so I arrived. I get through immigration finally. Hours later, it's maybe about 1:30. I have to pick up our rental car and then drive to our accommodation so I can drop off the luggage so we can fit her luggage in the car.
Yes.
And
then for sure, guys.
Yeah. So I called the rental car company. The gentleman Jose came and picked me up. We went to their office. I gave them money and rented the car and drove to Jaco. So the drive from San Jose to Jaco is about an hour and a half. The speed varies up and down, and it's only 2 lanes, sometimes only 1, and it's curves and up and down the mountain, so it takes an hour and a half to go only about 30 miles. So it takes a while, even though it's a short distance. So I drove to the accommodation, I unloaded all of our luggage, or my luggage I should say, took a shower, and then drove back to San Jose to pick her up. And so I left the accommodation at about 2:30 maybe. Yeah, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, so I would be there on time. I figured she would be out in the airport about 4:30. And so I leave Jaco and I'm driving and I get almost to San Jose. There's one last stretch where you go up a mountain and it's a very narrow road. And the police stopped everybody and said you have to turn around and go back down to Quepos and then up to San Jose because there's a fatal accident. The road's closed. We have to clean up this accident. And I said, what? And I said, okay. So I had to drive an hour back down and go all the way up to Quepos, or down to Quepos, and all the way up to San Jose. So instead of being there at 4:30, I got there at 7:30, and she had to wait for me.
I've been waiting for so long, guys. I almost cried.
And so in the next part of our video, we'll tell you the story about how she felt about it, and we'll tell you about our wedding.